guys, I'm Fourpaws, and today we'll be looking into top lane Poppy, and with me I have a special guest if you want to go and introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Zekent, and I'm also known as Spamhappy. I'm like better known for playing Poppy up until like 2300s or whatever. But I'm also on Team Fortnite, and I play as a support player, and I think I have my account up to like 2500 ELO now. So yeah.
So what runes do you normally take on Poppy?
I actually have a few room pages for Poppy. The most basic one is up against AD bruisers. I use 32 armor, flat armor, and 8.5 physical damage. This lets me last hit easier at the tower because I generally have the lane pushing towards me as Poppy, and the armor really reduces the amount of harass people can throw at me. My second room page is a full magic resistance page, which is up against like Rumble, up against Vlad, up against things that just throw magic damage at you all day.
Yeah.
So I also use the 8.5 physical damage just for lasting at tower, and the MR really helps. The third page I have is I run health regen quints, armor yellows, MR for my glyphs, and same thing, AD for my marks. And that page works out pretty well up against things that do mixed damage, such as Teemo, Kennen, anything like that, or like maybe Yorick or something. But yep, those are pretty much my rune pages.
And what are the typical masteries that you run on Poppy?
I generally run 9-21-0, putting 3 points into brute force, getting the summoner's wrath mastery, sorcery, and magic penetration. And I go up the defensive tree, getting depending on what I'm up against, I will always get tough skin because taking out 2 damage from minions is huge.
Yeah.
People generally underestimate how powerful that is, but if you have tough skin and indomitable, that's -4 damage from every single minion that's attacking you, and that's huge.
Yeah, I have a video on that, so I can link that to you guys. Could you discuss some of your core item choices on Poppy? Some typical items you take most games?
I will almost always go for Trinity Force. The reason is that once you have your Sheen, you can actually trade with other people really, really well. You can almost always out harass someone if you're constantly charging in on them, hitting them with your Q, hitting with auto attacks, just constantly trying to harass them down. Especially once you have your ultimate. You just use your ultimate, you can dive them at the tower. If you get the kill, it's worth it because Poppy will probably scale better than whatever they have up top. But other than Trinity Force, like the other parts of Trinity Force is like Phage. The slow proc is so powerful. It lets you chase down people so well with Ghost and your W. And yeah, you just once you slow them, they're pretty much dead.
Yeah,
Like
you're,
they can
you're
time
gonna
flash
keep on
them.
them.
Yep,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Do you take Gunblade on Poppy? I think you do. Am I right
I
in saying?
generally build, yeah, I actually build Gunblade situationally. Well, I almost always go for it, but some games I get later than others. So I get early on if I feel like I'm powerful enough to kill my opponents without really dying or taking too much damage. But if I think I need more defensive items, I generally build like, maybe a Chain Vest, maybe a Negatron Cape that I can turn to something else later. But in the beginning, if I think I'm really far ahead of my opponents, I will just go for a Gunblade just so I can instantly ult someone, jump on them, and they're dead. And I can go
Okay.
turn on everyone else. Yep.
Okay. Is there any one situational item that you take? For example, if you was against an AP top, would you go for a Hex Drinker into a Maul, or would you be against that on Poppy?
I have tried out Hex Drinker. It's not really something I like too much because I feel like it doesn't give you enough damage output, and Poppy's really powerful when she has a lot of damage. So getting Hex Drinker is great. It's good for survivability. It might be good for late game, but I definitely not get early on because if they're gonna drop you down that low anyway, and you don't have damage from like Sheen, you don't have damage from gun like Hex Tech, Revolver, or Bilgewater
Yeah.
Cutlass, then you're not gonna be able to kill them anyway, and they're just gonna keep doing the same thing over and over again. And having the Hex Drinker won't really save you from that.
What influences the choice of boots that you take? Is it the foe, or is it the enemy team, or
I generally choose my items based on how well the enemy team is doing. So if their ADK is really strong, I'll build more towards armor. I'll build like Randwinds early on. If their AP is really strong, I generally go for like Quicksilver Sash early.
hmm,
Or if they have like a ton of CC, Quicksilver Sash is almost always a good choice. I go maybe Trinity into Quicksilver, and that way I can just, if they, especially like against Twisted Fate or something that has like a pretty good stun that's targeted, and I know he'll probably stun me if I go for him. I just,
yeah?
I ult him, he stuns me, I just Quicksilver Sash and kill him, and he
Okay.
has no time to do anything about it.
When you lane as Poppy, how do you try to play it? Do you play aggressive or will you play passive?
This really depends on a matchup. Like a few matchups, such as Gangplank, Riven, I can play a bit more aggressively because I can trade with them fairly evenly. But if I'm playing up against something like Kennen, who has ridiculous amounts of harass,
Yeah.
and I can't really touch him because of his range, then I generally play more passive. I just try to farm at my tower until I get maybe Sheen, get my Trinity up. If I can't get my Trinity, then maybe just go for Sheen, ask for a gank, and just two man him. Because with my ult on, I can definitely get the kill as long as I have someone else there to assist me to slow him down and stuff.
Would you ever get gold pretends in the lane phase?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I almost always get Philo Stone. It's just such a powerful item on Poppy because of the regen. Combined with her passive, you just you take virtually no damage.
And
Already.
the late game Shirelias will be very good on it too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like
Um,
also Heart of Gold is also a pretty good choice because of Randuin's. But
yeah.
I generally try not to get Heart of Gold unless I have my Philo Stone pretty early, and I basically get Heart of Gold if I can get it before 8 minutes.
Have you got a single champion who you never pick Poppy against because you get stomped or?
There's actually like a few of these. Olaf
Okay.
is very, very tough because
Yeah.
of his true damage, and Udyr just I don't know what to do against Udyr. Like his turtle stance plus whatever his Tiger Strike Phoenix, there's nothing you can do. Like he just kind of stomps over you.
Is there any champions that you'd pick Poppy because you know you can beat them?
Tryndamere is the easiest matchup ever because you just run 32 armor, you have your W, you have like 92 armor at level 1, and he's just like, I crit you for 20 damage. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for your time. Have you
Yeah.
got any shout outs you'd like to say?
Oh yeah, shout out to Team Fortnite. They're awesome guys. I've had a lot of fun with them. Shout out to all my fans, my stream viewers, and everything. And shout out to yep you for giving me this chance to talk to you and stuff. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Thank you. That was a very nice surprise that you accepted this offer. Okay, it's been nice having you on, dude, and I hope to speak
Yep.
to you later.
Yep. All right. Sounds good.